Hi everyone. Yes, it is September 9th today, and I'm out here in my garden. You see my arch trellis here that has all of my melons on it. I'm growing on here kajari melons, sugar baby melons, and benicodema watermelons. And I got my first kajari melon to blush yesterday. It was they turn orange when they're ready to kind of pay attention to, so you can eat them. And then I came out this morning to see it again, and it was gone, and it had fallen off the vine, and it thankfully landed in the bucket of dirt that I grew it in. And so when that happened, I was grateful because it didn't crack open, and I was happy that I was still able to eat it. And it was delicious. It was my first kajari melon ever, and I'm so grateful that that happened, because that was one of the reasons that inspired me to grow melons, was the benicodema melon. So since that fell off, it reminded me to get my butt out here and start tying up these melons, because I don't know if the benicodema watermelon and the sugar baby watermelon are going to do the same thing. So I'm out here amongst some of these dead leaves. I don't know why I got a lot of foliage that kind of died off. I had a couple vines that completely died off. But this is one of the melons right here, and I'm going to tie it up. What I'm using, and I've tried two different things. I actually purchased these, which are nylon mesh produce bags. I think I got them on walmart.com. They're put together here at the end, like melted, so that that's like the bottom. I hope that you can see that. And then it's a really long bag, and what I'm finding, I bought these on walmart.com. I think it was like $7 or $8 for 100 of them, but they're very long, so I'm sure I could probably cut it and then tie it again, and then or melt the other end and kind of get a double use out of it, because I'm not using all of this. It's tough, because you'll know, like when you're trying to put this in the bag, all this extra has to go up over the vine. So I have tried these, and then what I also have been doing is this yellow thing. This is just one of those poofy loofahs that you get at the dollar store. So that's all this is, and I just unraveled it, and what I'm doing is I'm tying a hole in it, and then I go down 8, 10, 12 inches, and then I cut it with my scissor. And I have the same thing, like a produce bag. And I've gotten probably 15 out of one loofah so far. So you just make a hole in the bag. You put this around your melon. And then I just kind of do my best to not break any of the vines. And then I pull this up like that and tie it around the trellis. I do my best to not break any vines or any stems, because you don't know if it's connected to the fruit that it's ripening. And the loofahs I tend to find are a little softer, so you have to actually double knot it when you're tying it to the trellis. The produce bags, one knot is fine. There. Now, pull you in closer. You can see that the melon is secure. Oh, I'm sorry. It's secure on the trellis, so it's not going to fall off. And it's still growing with its lifeline right in here where my middle finger is. So it's still growing. And I'm going to continue to do that with all the rest of my melons. You see, I did this one with a produce bag, and this one with a produce bag. And only one knot was needed. Same thing here. One knot was needed. Look at this kajari melon. That's a little bit of an oddly shaped kajari melon. Kind of funny. But that's what I wanted to share with you today, on how to tie up your watermelons so that they don't hit the ground and split. Also, we have gotten a lot of rain today and yesterday. I'd say probably close to 2.5 inches, which is a lot for us because it's September 9th right now, and we've gotten probably 4 total inches since the middle of May when I put my garden in the ground. So we haven't had a lot of rain at all. And I'm telling you, there's something about rainwater that does something pretty amazing to your garden. So wanted to share with you one thing too. When they get a lot of water, if you know where you're getting a lot of water and you have melons that are close to ripening, go ahead and pick them off the vine. I got this tip from a friend of mine. He said that he picked off his watermelons a little bit before they were ripe because he didn't want them to split open with the rain. And that's exactly what happened to one of my benicodema melons. It split wide open. I was able to cut it off and then cut the parts off that the little bees were getting their little taste. I cut off all of that so that I could actually try it, because that was the first sugar baby watermelon that I had in my garden. I could not taste it. So the rest is for the squirrels and the bees. But I wanted to share with you my arch trellises and how to tie up your melons. And you can do that with any kind of like your large cucumbers or anything like that. So I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. I wish you the best in your gardening adventure, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.